There we go. We're live. That's cool. So, guys,
Focus.
welcome to the Admin Podcast, episode 2. I'm here with GeekyNerdDad. What's up?
Hello, hello. What's going on?
Hello, hello. Yeah, so we're gonna basically get into it within like 5 minutes or so. So we're gonna get some viewers coming on, and then yeah, we're gonna wait for the viewers to come in, and yeah, hopefully it should come up on their sub boxes. Yeah. Wait, is it live yet for them? It actually isn't live yet for them. There we go.
Oh, okay. We're still delayed.
Yeah, my audio is finally better because I just got my microphone today. I got the SL300 from Editor's
Nice.
Keys. So yeah. All right, then cool. So there we go. There. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm just gonna kick it off with like the first question. So here it goes. What motivated you to start YouTube, or like what was your plan on like starting YouTube? Did you have anything like in mind before starting it, or you just wanted to do it for fun?
It's really, excuse me. It's really, yeah. It was just for fun. It was a hobby.
Hmm.
I think what really got me into it, honestly, is I'd watch every once in a while if something was really cool that came out that I wanted to. I'd watch an unboxing or something like that. And I was going to pick my wife up from the airport one day, and I stopped by Best Buy, and Best Buy had accidentally set out the. Do you remember? Well, it's still out, but DC Universe Online,
Yeah.
and they accidentally had it for sale about 3 days early at the Best Buy that I stopped at. So I picked it up, did a horrible unboxing with my phone in one hand and me trying to do it in another. And that video is on a different channel and I think long gone, so nobody can find it. But it's really really bad. And that was, I really enjoyed it. And then I did a little bit after that, but it was a few years later that I really got into, really trying to put some time and effort into it and started the new channel.
All right, that's cool. So someone in the chat asked, "What is the thing you absolutely want but you can't get?" So I'm guessing technology or something.
Yeah, that's I let's see. That's something I mean, I guess being that I'm a YouTuber and a tech YouTuber, one of the things that I'm always looking to improve and upgrade my gear. And luckily enough, I'm an older dude and have a pretty good job that
Yeah.
I'm able to do certain things like that. But the FS7 has me really, really intrigued,
Hmm.
and I just can't justify that kind of money. But that's one. I mean, technically, I could get it. My wife would probably kill me, but that's definitely one that's sort of out of my
Yeah.
grasp.
So, did you manage to pick up anything yesterday from Amazon Prime, or did you think it was like kind of rubbish?
I thought it was rubbish, as you people say over across the pond. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was not a I didn't get it. I know my buddies, Tomas and the Carloses and Mike Panetta all found certain things, but mostly what we found is there was a 15% discount on a lot of
Mhm.
Amazon warehouse items. So I did
Yeah.
order stuff yesterday. I ordered a new lens. I ordered a backpack, some things that I've needed to order, and I just happened to order it yesterday. But I didn't get any deals.
Yeah, in my opinion, they hyped it up way too much. Oh, it's better than Black Friday, but there wasn't that many. There was like hardly any deals on that. I mean, there were some really good deals. However, like most of the stuff wasn't based with like tech. There was like clothing and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, the warehouse. What was it like? You got like 15% off or something off. Like
yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, that's where I usually try to purchase my things, because a lot of them they have as new, and they
Mm,
inspect it and just repackage it. But yeah, I
yeah.
was not impressed at all.
Yeah. So somebody asks, well, Canoopsy says, "Hey guys," and then yeah. So someone says tips on managing YouTube with other stuff in life, for example, work or school.
That is one that still boggles my mind. I work a full-time job
Hmm.
where I put in close to 60 hours actually at the
Wow.
job, and then a lot of time at home on my computer doing emails and spreadsheets and things like that. So
Yeah.
it's a real full-time job, and I also have 2 kids, very small children. I have 2 older children that live up in Michigan, but in the house I have 2 small kids. I have another one on the way. We have 1,000 animals that run around the house, and but that's my biggest thing. I'd love to put more time into YouTube. I'd love to put more time into the actual videos. But when it comes to actually plotting it out, I try to figure out what video I want to do that week, or videos if I'm lucky, like a long weekend. I'll try to do
Yeah.
2. And I'll plan that out. I'll try to get an idea, maybe sketch out a little storyboard or at least some shots to make it a little bit easier on me, so I get a little scatterbrained with everything that goes on. And then I'll try to maybe shoot, if I can, some stuff during the week, later in the evening after the kids go to bed. If not, I try to fit it all into like shoot it all on a Saturday and try to edit it by Saturday night, something like that. But it's very difficult when you have a full-time job and a family. It makes it difficult.
Yeah. See, like, you don't really find time, you just make time. Like,
Yeah.
with schoolwork, people complain, I have exams, I have this, but in actual fact, if you have a passion for something, you will go all out and you will just find that time somewhere. Even if you have to sacrifice sleep, it will happen. So yeah.
That's true, and yeah, I mean, you really just need to. If you are passionate, if it falls off and you never feel like doing it again, it's probably nothing you really want to put your time into, anyways.
Yeah. So also I'm pretty sure most of us would agree with this, but the best videos of yours are the ones with your son in. So like, that's so funny.
Thank
Like,
you. He loves doing videos. He has a little phone and some
yeah,
older cameras of mine, and
yeah,
trust me, if I posted everything he did, he'd have more videos on a channel than I would.
yeah.
And
I saw the phone case thingy, the review that he did. That was so funny. Yeah.
yeah.
You
He
should.
does vlogs every day. When I get home from work, he shows me his phone, and it's, hey, we're going to the store, and he's showing us out the window and all that. So my wife keeps telling me I have a channel for him. I locked it down a few years ago,
Oh, all right.
Geeky Nerd Son. But I don't think we're going to post anything for quite a while. I just wanted to get it, just in case.
Yeah. So are you going to be going to CES 2016?
Probably. I'm hoping so. Obviously, well, not obviously, but if people don't know, my wife's pregnant and the baby is due at the end of February. Now, of course, that's the beginning of January, and she's fine with it. She's given me her blessing, but we'll see how that goes when January comes around. I've actually filled out all my information, and I'm good. I should be good to go. But it was a blast last year. I had such a good time meeting everybody. I mean, it was just really fun.
Yeah, I wish I could go, but it's like how much, like $2,000 for a plane ticket just to get there. So it's
Right.
like a lot for me. So yeah, but how many days is it? Is it like 2-3 days or what?
It's Monday through Friday. Or actually, I think it's Tuesday through Friday because I think Monday may be press day. So if you're not
Yeah,
pressed, and there's events on Sunday. I think I flew in Sunday, and there were some events on Sunday that I know like Dom and those guys went to, and then there was some more stuff Monday, and we
yeah.
didn't really get in there till Tuesday.
So do you sign up for press or you just pay?
Last year I signed up for press, and I thought I was press until I got there and had
Uh,
industry affiliate. But luckily, I am friends with some people, some other YouTubers, and they were nice enough to get me a press pass. Quite honestly, I saw no difference between press pass
yeah,
and
you just get a
industry
fancy
affiliate.
badge. Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
you
get
get a fancier badge and you get a really crappy lunch.
oh,
It
that's
wasn't worth, like, because everybody kept saying, well, if you're press, people treat you different when you go to the booth. No,
yeah,
no,
no,
there
same,
was no. They didn't
same.
even barely look at the badge and didn't really care.
Yeah. All right. So a person said tech you are looking forward to.
Um, I think Joshua there, the OnePlus 2 I'm interested in. Marquez has got that hype train going where he
Yeah.
showed the camera, or
Did you see
yeah.
the Snapchat video of
No, I didn't.
someone uploaded it in the tech community of him unboxing the OnePlus 2 or whatever, and basically it got like so many views, and then like in the box it said hype. So yeah, he is hyping it up. So
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. It was a little. I had the OnePlus 1 last year, and it was sort of, everybody knows, it's a pain in the butt. I know they say it's not going to be as
yeah.
difficult this time, but
Mm,
I don't know. Until you can just make it for the masses, I think they're doing a lot of this for hype.
Hmm. True.
But I mean, I think it'll be pretty cool. That the Note 5, obviously, I'm a big fan of the Note line. I get it
Same.
every year. It's usually my favorite phone of the year, whatever year it comes out. So yeah, that type of stuff. I just got the MacBook Pro, the new MacBook Pro, and I'm a huge fan of that
Hmm.
right now. That one's really the Force Touch is. I just really got into it. I've had it for a week, and I just got into the Force Touch a few days ago, and it's a game changer. I love the shortcuts and different things you can do with it.
Look what happened to my Note.
Oh, what'd you do?
I dropped it and then I tried repairing it and it epically failed.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So and now like the board underneath the screen, so like the touch screen, that is literally bust. So yeah,
Uh,
I've got a Zen phone 2 now. It's
oh,
a
okay.
it's a good budget phone. It really is.
Is it? I have one of those coming. There's a company that sent me
Yeah,
one.
but trust me, just get like the bloatware is so it's literally the worst phone I've used like with so much bloatware on. It's just unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
really like
That's what
crazy.
I heard that. I think Marco was talking about that in his phone dog video.
Yeah, he got like a lot of hate for his review of it for some reason because
I think
apparently
some. Go
yeah,
ahead.
apparently he made the phone look as if it was like $1,000 or he was comparing it to
Yeah.
flagships, yeah, which
Yeah.
it's a budget phone. It's meant to be a good budget phone. So yeah.
Yeah.
So favorite flagship out right now?
Right now, I guess I'd have to say the 6 Plus because that's what I'm using on a daily basis.
Hmm.
But that being said, and that's mostly because, like I said, I spend a lot of time at work.
Hmm.
There's a lot of emails and text and phone calls, and it just makes it a lot
Yeah.
handier. Where
Yeah.
with my Mac, I can answer texts
Oh
and
yeah.
actually take phone calls. And with
True.
but I have in my bag, I carry with me the Galaxy S6, the G4, and also the which you're talking budget phones, the Idol 3. So I carry all
Yeah.
those with me for different. I'm doing an Idol 3 video. Hopefully that'll be the one I do this week if I can finish. I've been filming a lot of stuff for it.
Cool.
Um, but all those phones are great. I mean the G4 I think and the S6 are the best cameras.
Yeah.
But like everybody says, the processing on the iPhone 6 Plus or the iPhone iOS for like Instagram is just so much better that I
Yeah.
usually lean towards that one.
So Adam asks, what is it like managing 4K video in the editor? If that makes
Uh,
sense.
in the editor of, I
I
guess, well, I can
well
tell you about
editing.
the, oh, in
Yeah,
editing. Okay.
yeah, probably.
It's not bad. I have the 5K iMac that I'm chatting with you on. I don't,
Nice.
and it's the base, it's the base model, and I really don't have too many issues with it at all. Every once in a while, I'll get a little stutter or something,
Hmm.
and if I'm in a rush and I'm trying to edit quickly, I'll downgrade it to 1080, and then I'll
Yeah.
do all my grading and all that stuff, and then when I export it, I'll do 4K.
All right.
But the Mac Pro, there's no issue at all with that. I mean, it's a beast.
So someone asks, do you think Chinese phones are starting to become more popular? Chinese phones.
I think Chinese phones are. Uh, I mean, what are we talking about as a Chinese phone? I mean,
I
how many
have no
phones are
idea.
not made in China? You mean like maybe
Everything. Yeah.
maybe like a phone company? I guess is what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I think for international phones like that, I think the biggest problem they have, in my opinion, when you talk about something like the One Plus One, this isn't Chinese, obviously, but the One Plus
Yeah.
One, the Zenfone 2 will be this way. The Idol 3, the G4 I got from LG, and it's an international. And the problem with that is, for me, is my main lines are Verizon.
Yeah.
So when I get it, I have to get a AT&T card, which works with
Hmm.
the international cards and phones, and that's fine. But the only reason I wouldn't switch to AT&T is just in my area they don't even have AT&T. I mean, like in my house, I can get it like around my area, but in my house it doesn't work, and it's just not a good system where I am.
All right. Cool. So, Have you ever used a Huawei phone? I don't know whether you pronounce it like that, but yeah,
Huawei, I
yeah,
think is the
Huawei,
way
Huawei,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. My only experience with it is Mike Panetta from Tech Examine. I believe had it either when he was at my house for the iPhone 6 when we went to the launch with all the guys in Nashville,
Mhm.
or he had it at CES, one or the other. And I remember playing around with it, but it was that huge, like 6-inch monster of a phone. But it looks really nice, and some of the stuff they put out, I think, is impressive. I think if they can break into the U.S. market and really, like I said, get on like a Verizon and AT&T or and a T-Mobile, if they can get on everything, I think they could. It could definitely be a player. I don't think it'll ever overtake some of the bigger companies, at least not for a long time. But
All right.
it's definitely a nice phone.
So, do you buy most of your products, or do you actually get review units? So, how does that work, or a
Um,
balance?
That's probably the most popular question. I'm sure you know, is having a tech channel. Like everybody
Yeah,
just thinks everything. Just you start a YouTube channel and people
yeah,
just
you're
throw
crazy.
stuff at you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, this year, I'll be honest with you. I get littler stuff. Obviously, cases and stuff like that has always been. I shouldn't say always. For the past year, honestly, about a year ago I started getting cases and little things like that. Moved up to like battery banks and different things, and
Mm.
then honestly, the LG G4 is the first like review type phone or anything of a larger
Hmm.
um, product that I've actually gotten. And I say that, but like everybody got the G4 this
Yeah.
year, so it
Yeah.
wasn't like I was like, yeah, look at me. It was like everybody got it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still really cool. So the long and the short answer is I get about this much review stuff, and I
Yeah.
pay for this much. So you
Yeah,
know,
so when you start a tech channel, everybody like emails companies, everyone asks for emails. It's like crazy because the tech community, like the smaller tech community, like now, is like massive. Like I'm talking, there's like 10 to 16-year-olds in it, and there's like 100 people, and everyone's just like exchanging emails and stuff like that, and like reviewing phone cases. So yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
It's not all about review units though. It's what you want to review, not necessarily what a company gives you and says, oh, you have to review this. No. So
That's the
yeah,
thing too. When you if you do get something, I've had some companies. I won't say any names, nothing, no
yeah,
bigger companies, anything like that.
yeah,
But that'll email me and say, all right, are you willing to review this? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah. And they'll literally like I'll get it and I'll tell them, I'm like, look, it's not very good. Like there's this issue, this issue, this issue. Well, could you still give us a positive review? And I'm like, no, I'm giving you the option to let me say, I'm telling you that it's bad and I won't post it. And if I
yeah.
post it, I'm going to say, look how crappy this thing is. But I'm trying to be nice and say, look, I'm going to give you the option to where maybe it's a defective unit and you can send me another one. Maybe you guys need to take a look at the product. I'm giving them,
Yeah,
trying to give them some feedback
yeah.
before just burning them in a video.
Yeah, companies can't take it when their product isn't very good, specifically phone case companies. So yeah, like one of the companies I like declined, like they were saying to me, you have to give us 5 stars on Amazon, and I was saying, but isn't the whole point of a review so you give your opinion, not necessarily what you're telling me to do? And then they were just like, they said something along the lines, well, if you don't want the review unit, then don't review it. And I was like, okay, that's fine, I don't want to review it. So yeah, you gotta make them decisions. So yeah.
Yeah.
Tech Smash says expectations on ETA for the Huawei watch and thoughts.
If I'm not mistaken, the Huawei watch is super expensive. If I'm not mistaken, I thought they were pricing it like really high.
Hmm.
I may be wrong, but for some reason I have like 1,000 US in my head.
Wow, I
So
haven't
if
looked
that's
at it.
yeah,
Um,
if that's true, then it's going to be a huge failure
oh,
because
it
you
looks
just
really nice. I'm looking at it
it
right
does.
now. It
It
does.
looks see if you can find a price because it looks really nice, but like I think the LG what is it, the Urbane, the G Watch Urbane or
Yeah,
whatever they're calling it.
that was
I
on
think that looks
sale.
is it? It looks really
Yeah.
nice. I think Mike's got it, Panetta, and
Hmm.
it looks nice, but it's to me, and anybody that's ever talked to me knows my feeling about smartwatches. It's just not the example
Same.
I always give is if I'm driving to work and I work a half an hour from my house and I get a half an hour away, if I forget my phone, I have to turn around and go get it. If I forget my smartwatch, eh, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah, in my opinion, I'm more of a fan of mechanical watches. Like, honestly, I think smartwatches are a gimmick. Like, I've tried the Apple Watch, I've tried the Moto 360. I just keep turning back to mechanical watches. Like, all you need is a watch to really tell the time. Like, smartwatches at this moment in time haven't really done that much. What you can check your notifications, where you've got a phone to do that. It's just
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, don't
Well,
get me wrong, they are good, but yeah, go on.
well, the thing I think a big thing too is socially. If you're out with someone and you look at your phone, that's a normal thing in the lexicon of
Hmm.
society today. People check their phone because it's obvious you're getting a notification. Obviously, if
Yeah.
somebody's talking to you, you don't do it. But if you're literally having a conversation with someone and you're looking at your watch, I mean, just society says that's like saying, all right, I'm done with you. Let's move this along.
Yeah.
It's just not, to me, and the perfect example is I went to go get the Mac Pro last week, the MacBook Pro, sorry.
Yeah.
And I had a budget in my head, and it was, okay, if I have this much to spend, so I can either get the base MacBook Pro and
Mhm.
get an Apple Watch, or I could bump up the specs, get the mid-level MacBook Pro, and say screw the Apple Watch. It took about all of 2 seconds to decide, yeah, I'm not getting the Apple Watch.
Yeah. The Apple Watch edition, they sold about 1,000 units, and
Really?
yeah, apparently the sales were like really bad. The
Yeah,
only
I mean,
good one,
I'm
yeah,
surprised they sold 1,000.
yeah. I don't get why you can get such a good watch for that much, like Rolex, Breitling, like a crazy good watch, and they just go and splash it on something just because of the name. Like,
Yep.
okay, Rolex is also because of the name as well, but I'd rather wear that because it's more classy. But yeah.
No, I agree. I have about four mechanical watches that I really love. But another problem is I'm not a huge watch guy because I'm just not. I mean, I like them if I'm going out or something like that, but I'm not a
Yeah.
daily guy.
Yeah. So someone Canoopsy said it's around $400 the Huawei watch. So yeah.
And I think that's still a little too much.
Hmm.
I think the Urbane's a little too much too at 350. You said it was on sale, but
Tech Examine said you had a budget for these nuts.
got him.
Got him.
He's probably been waiting all day. I sent him
Yeah.
the link like about an hour, or maybe it was right before I came out. I thought I shared it. Well, I shared it when you shared it with me with the
Yeah.
guys that I hang out with, and he's been busting me. I'm looking at the hangout, and he's saying all kinds of crap to me. I was waiting for him to jump in here and say something.
So any questions? Yeah, someone said thoughts, where is it? Thoughts on the new iPod.
I'll be honest. I think the iPod is one of those things that is just it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's
There's
dead.
no need. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
dead.
when you can get an iPhone
Yeah.
5C or whatever for free, of
Hmm.
course you have to have a contract or whatever. And I know what they're doing. They're going after, kids younger than, I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
say
yeah.
16 or whoever is not going to have a phone.
Hmm.
Um, so in that aspect, I think it's fine. I think the pricing is still not quite right. Please get rid of what's the lowest, the 32, or do they have a 16? I think it's
Yeah, yeah, they
16.
have a 16.
Like that, why? And then the other thing I noticed is the jump between is it 16 to 32 or 32 to 64 is $50.
I
Whereas
know.
with the iPhone, that jump was always 100. And it's like, okay, so you're
Mhm.
telling me you can do it for cheaper, but yeah, the iPod, I'm just not. I just don't get it anymore. I think it's almost obsolete. I mean, I give them props for upgrading it. I guess for people, kids or whoever's going to get it, you should be able to run the newest software, and you're going to need spec
Yeah.
bumps to do that. I like the colors because I think the
Oh
pink's
yeah, yeah,
hot,
yeah.
the blue's hot. I mean, I think it's cool.
Most people get a
Um,
case though, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah, if especially you're giving it to a child, more than likely.
they're more than likely gonna drop it or spill something on it.
Yep.
Yeah, the iPod is just like a iPhone, but you can't call. So I don't really get why people get it. I mean, it's the market for like little children, so like probably like 5 to some like 10 years old teenagers maybe. But yeah,
And see, when you get to that point, though, I think when you're talking $200, $300, I would
mhm.
get an iPad Mini for a
Yeah,
kid.
I have
You,
an
you know what I
iPad
mean? Like,
Mini. Yeah,
yeah,
it's so
it
much better.
just, yeah,
So, Tech Examine said the Urbane is a good looking watch, but it doesn't do much more. Yeah,
yep.
it's true. Are you looking forward to this year's Nexus, presumably the Nexus 5 2015, considering the benchmark scores which just got released?
Yeah, yes and no. Yes, I was looking forward to the 6, the Nexus 6, but again, it took Verizon forever to get it. But of course, you could have bought it and put the SIM in, I know. But I actually had an upgrade at that time, so I was sick of buying everything off contract. So I was looking for an upgrade, and it took them forever. I think I ended up using that upgrade on my S6. But
All right.
I
Cool.
don't know. The camera's not really that good. I was actually when my S6 took a crap and I was going to the store. I was going to get. I remember texting Mike and all the guys and saying, "What should I get? An M9 or a Nexus 6?" And then Tomas said, "You should get the iPhone 6 Plus because of the camera." And he screwed me and made me spend
Yeah.
$300 more. But if the camera's a lot better, I would definitely check it out. Another thing that people may not know about me is I hate stock Android. I'm not a
That's
fan
like
of it.
me. That's like
I,
me.
I can't. I need some bells and whistles.
Yeah,
I
you need
understand
some
why people like it, but
flavor.
yeah, like I would love if like the OnePlus One. I
Yeah,
think that
that's
one's
pretty good.
fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that, like a little bit of a skin, because it's not for developers anymore.
What
I
about
mean,
TouchWiz? Do you still like TouchWiz? TouchWiz
no,
is TouchWiz.
yeah, I mean it's it's I'm afraid if I say I sort of like TouchWiz, like they'll shut down my YouTube channel and that'll
Ooh.
be the end of me and they'll be like, yeah, I remember that guy who said he liked TouchWiz.
Ooh.
I think I said it in my
Unsaid.
video that I deal with it. I wouldn't say I like it. Everybody knows it's buggy. It's too thick of a skin on top of
They
Android,
toned
but I
it down
think
though, yeah.
they did, and I think the Note 5 I think will probably be, of course it should be, the best TouchWiz that we've
Yeah.
seen. But yeah, I think they're moving in the right direction.
Keep the questions coming in, guys. So I was gonna ask, what lens do you use on your cameras? I guess, like, what's your
I
main lens?
have I have my main one that I probably use 80% of the time is the Sigma. Um, let's see here.
Oh no, he's getting his lenses out.
The 18 to
Yo,
35 with the
that is
Metabone.
crazy, man.
I love, love, love this lens. I think it gives you, like I had the what is it? My mind's ACX 1000, the Panasonic. I did a video on it. I unboxed it. I was so excited. It was like the one thing I was so excited to see at CES. It ended
Yeah.
up being garbage. And then I got the G4 and the Metabones and the Sigma. And I don't joke when I say this. Like it changed the way that I viewed shooting video because it just there's a reason they call it an art lens. It's a Sigma, and their art line because it just gives the depth of field is ridiculous. With the Metabones, you're getting
Oh
even
yeah.
more. But it's okay. So the Sigma, everybody knows the Sigma's awesome. I use that. If I'm going wide, I use the Tokina 11 to 16
Mm-hmm.
for wide angle, and then I have the Nebula 4000 light. So I have another GH4 with the
Wow.
what is that 12 to 35, the Panasonic, the super, I mean the one that usually everybody
Oh
was getting,
yeah.
only because it's super lightweight, so the Nebula can handle it.
Everyone's going crazy in the chat. They're like, these nuts. I think Tech Examine started them off, and now they're all just going crazy.
Mike is always about these nuts.
I know, man. Come on, Mike. Now we need to get Mike on as well, but I reckon all he's gonna say to every single question, he's just love it. These nuts.
That's all he would say, and then he's going.
Mike's a cool guy. All right. So almost everyone watching is a YouTuber. Haha.
That's what you do when you do a podcast like this.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Mike and I we're probably going to get our podcast back going again. We've took quite a hiatus, but that's what I mean. That's your audience. That's who you're not going to talk to a YouTuber and expect to get somebody who does
Yeah.
you're going to get other YouTubers.
Tech Smash said Tech Examined is a Vimeo guy.
He always shares Vimeo video. No, that's Apple man. That's Carlos Delgado. He's always in our chat. He'll put Vimeo. We're like, could you support the channel that we're all,
I know.
system we're all on?
What mic are you using at the moment?
This is the Rode Procaster.
Oh, I was gonna get the same thing. I was
Yep.
gonna wait. Is it the podcaster or the broadcaster?
The Procast. I think it's
Oh,
called the Procast. It's the one with the XLR, not the
oh,
USB.
all right then, cool. So I
And I
was gonna get
use.
the Rode podcaster. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's a pretty decent mic. Yeah,
No,
guys.
that's I heard
Mhm.
it's nice. The only
Yeah,
reason I went with this one is just for the XLR for some,
yeah.
for different. But I heard the
The
sound quality
NT
is pretty much the
USB.
same.
The NT USB was on sale for like £100, which is around about $180, and like it ran out like really, really quickly. It's a really good mic. So yeah. Tell me in the comments, guys, if my audios are better because I switched. I used to use a lav mic for my podcasts, and yeah, now I finally got my proper microphone. So yeah, should
What
be
lab
better.
did you use?
The JK Mic J is like a really cheap microphone. It's
Oh,
actually
okay.
really good audio though, because I've used it for about like a lot of people actually use it. It's just this one channel, so it'll come out of like your left or right ear only, which was quite a bummer because
Yeah.
yeah. What headphones are you using? Somebody asks.
These are the what are these?
These nuts.
Sony MDR 7506.
Yeah, I'm
I just use
using.
these for
Go on.
monitoring.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead.
using the Azatom Pro HE7s. They're like really good. They've got basically the best like cushioning inside the ear cups. So yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, okay.
Audio is great. All right, cool. Daily Motion for the win. Oh my gosh. All right. GH4 or G7?
GH4. If you have the money, I don't know why you would go G7.
Someone has actually dislike botted the stream, which is quite hilarious
Oh, really?
because yeah, they just gave me 10 dislikes. So thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. It's not gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. So yeah.
Yeah, well, look at the bright side. They could be disliking your guest.
Uh, lol.
Uh, oh, I
Jeez.
see Carlos Appleman, Carlos Delgado's in here. The Rokinon lens. I ordered a Cine lens yesterday. That's the lens I ordered, the 85 macro lens. So that'll be here
Mhm.
tomorrow. So I'll start doing some stuff with that.
Yeah. So are you working on any like upcoming videos or
I
just like
have the Idol 3 video,
is
which I
that
need
gonna
to
be a
do.
review or
It's going to be like I don't do like full reviews. It'll
yeah.
be my like a month later, couple
Yeah,
months
yeah.
with it, that type of thing. That's it's just more my style. I'm not big into. I mean, I like specs. That's the kind of stuff. But when I'm doing a video, I really just don't care about that. If somebody puts it in there, I usually jump past it or whatever.
Yeah, so most
Um,
people are kind of like going away from doing reviews. They're doing like 1 month later, a day
yeah,
with the like whatever phone. But yeah, so
yeah, those have
Idol
been my
free.
best videos. So yeah, the Idol
Mhm.
3, and then I got quite a few things piled up. I need to do like one of those
Mhm.
tech haul videos, like
Oh
showing
yeah,
everything
yeah.
that I've got. I got a bunch of like little stuff that shouldn't be a full video, but is still
Mhm.
pretty cool. So I'll probably do something like that, talk a couple minutes on each one.
Yeah, there's like a trending series. It's like top tech under $50 or $100 or whatever.
Tomas and I did one of those not too long ago, a couple months ago, and it did pretty good, but it's just not. We just didn't. We sort of did it together. And then I'm doing a video. I feel bad. Um, Carlos, the other Carlos in our little team, sort of
Mhm.
crispy, from Florida. We call him Florida Crispy, all kinds of names, but
Yeah.
a lot of stuff behind his back too. But I'm
Oh.
doing a video with him that I have been slacking on. I was supposed to have my part of it like a week ago, but we're gonna do like a quick like thoughts on Batman Arkham Knight, because it's a
Oh
pretty
yeah, yeah.
sweet game, and I'm
Came
just gonna
out.
give like a couple minutes on his. You guys have it over there? I mean,
Yeah, it came out. I think my cousins have it. I'm not really. I'm like a FPS type of gamer, so yeah.
yeah.
Do you like in your free time? Although it doesn't seem like you have much. Do you play any games or
I have
what, like 10 minutes
the
spare time?
the PS4 and the Xbox One back there, and the kids get more use out of it. But
Yeah.
yes, usually like once a week, Tomas, myself, and Florida Carlos will jump on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, like on a Sunday night after everybody's in bed. We'll play for a couple hours and
Mhm.
sometimes stream on Twitch. But if we feel like talking a bunch of crap about people, we'll do it privately.
Nice. So Carlos said Panasonic FZ or Z 300. Well,
300.
we say Z instead of Z. Like I
Yeah, I've noticed that. Who did I? Mr. Box, I think, is one
yeah
that I always see. The
yeah
Z.
yeah. He's like
Um,
Sony Xperia Z3.
yeah, and I'm always like, do they call it Z over there? I like look at the box. I'm like, I don't see a ED on the end, but
Like
whatever, you know.
yeah, we could like debate over and over about many words. Like people in their videos they say aluminum, and over here we say aluminium. So
Aluminium. I
yeah
like aluminium better, so
yeah,
I'll go
it
with that. You
sounds
guys
much
sound way more refined than us. Like we're like lazy with our English
more
language. You guys
established.
take it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys take it to a,
next level.
proper. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
pretty.
Carlos is. That's right. That FC 300. I mean, what is it like a 210 zoom or 200 millimeter zoom, $600 4K camera? It's a fixed lens, but that's ridiculous. Like I had the FZ 1000 before the GH4, and I think I paid 750 or something like that.
Hmm.
800, whatever it was. I mean, it's Panasonic. I think is killing it with the cameras. I think Danny tweeted something like about that earlier today or
Yeah.
yesterday.
Are you going to be doing like a setup tour or anything?
Probably I did one in my old office, and
Hmm.
then now this is actually the office I first started my YouTube in, and I actually moved back into it. It's a little bit smaller, but I have some stuff I'm going to do. I'm actually going to be attaching some rigging to the top of the walls, and I'm going
Mm.
to put rollers on there with my softbox
Oh,
lights, and
like
probably
Austin Evans. Have you seen his?
yeah, but I'm not to diss Austin. I think I busted his balls when he posted it, but his is like PVC pipe or
I
some
know, I
crap.
know, I
Like
know. It will
it
bend
looks.
so easy.
I love Austin. He's a super nice guy. I've met him. He's very nice,
Yeah,
very humble guy.
too
But
ghetto.
man, that looks ghetto. And I don't know if you know what that
Ghetto.
means in the UK, but
Yeah,
that
I know, I
means
know.
okay, ghetto.
Ghetto.
No, my stuff's gonna be if you. I don't know how much you can see, but I made those shelves back there, and there's
Oh,
this aluminium
aluminium.
stuff, and it's like this extruded industrial stuff that I use at work. So I'm going to use that up top, and I'm going to have rollers and extensions out so you can slide the lights back and forth the full length of the room and
Mm.
move them in and out, and it'll be a pretty cool setup. I think once I do that, then I'll probably do a setup of the
Okay, so
full tour.
yeah, Tech Smash said off topic, but anyone has anyone watched Mr. Robot yet?
I have not, but I've heard a lot of people, even before people on Twitter and everything started talking about it. I had some guys that work for me that were telling me about it and said it was really good, so I think I'm going to need to check it
Yeah,
out.
I'll check it out as well. So, guys, ask us some questions below, but someone said PS4 or Xbox One.
I have them both, but probably my choice would be PS4. I play that more often. I
Yeah.
just got the Xbox One just because they came out with the terabyte, and I don't know. I had the Xbox One when Titanfall first came out. I bought it.
Oh
Then I
yeah, yeah,
bought a
the
second
bundle.
one when the white one came out, so I had two. And then
Hmm.
I barely played either of them, so I sold them. And then I had a black PS4. I bought that day one, and then I bought the white one, so I sold the black one. I'm an idiot. I do all kinds of weird stuff.
Cool, cool. It's not bad to be an idiot.
No, no. I
All
mean,
right.
I could have worse obsessions than technology, I guess.
Yeah. Like an example.
Oh, I would tell you what Mike's obsessed with, but it would get him kicked off the internet. So.
Oh, he's probably in like fairies. Or
Well, you know exactly where I'm going.
all right then. Yeah, Tech Exam is just like great show.
It is.
Cool.
It is. I like the whole format here and
Yeah,
the
my
flow of it's good.
co-host. Yeah, there was meant to be another person on, but like he's ill, so like he normally does the stream with me. So yeah, it's normally a bit more entertaining or anything, and we do have more questions normally, but yeah, I got to improvise.
No, it's
Tech,
good.
Tech Exam and Thug Life with that hug headphones thumbnail.
oh,
Have
I've
you
been
guys?
looking at your.
Yeah, his thumbnails are like OP. So yeah. Any questions? Let's see. Notice any difference since the Instagram upgrade that improved the Android side with 1080 times 1080 photos?
I haven't noticed. I'm still on iOS though. Maybe I need to break out my Android phone and check it out. I don't think I've checked it in the last couple days, but quite honestly, I don't know they're increasing the what you're seeing. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
they've actually done anything behind the scenes on Android and fixed their processing.
Hmm.
There's definitely something with the Android processing. I think somebody posted, Florida Carlos posted a picture on Instagram of, he bought these headphones. I think it's the same headphones. He did a real cool shot. He shared it with us, and it looked amazing. And then you looked on Instagram, and it looked
Oh,
so bad. And we're like,
yeah.
what happened? He's like, he loaded it from his GH4 that he took the picture with to his Note 4 and then
Hmm.
uploaded it to Instagram,
Wow.
and it looked horrible.
Yeah, I'm a big Instagram user. Like, I post pretty much every day. Well, I haven't been that active over the past week, but like, yeah. So, like, when you try and take a photo with Instagram, like within the built-in app, like, it's like so, like, it's not just my phone because I've used like high-end phones like the S6 and stuff like that. And literally, when I use it on an iPhone 6 or something, like, it's so much better. Like, literally, no blurriness, nothing whatsoever. It's just purely because the Instagram like need to sort it out their Android
Yep.
update. But yeah,
Yep.
I mean they're working on it, but it still isn't anywhere as near. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
All right. So no, Mr. Robot, this show sucks. Haha.
He was saying Mr. Robot's a great show. I don't think Mike watches TV except for like old reruns of shows when he was little, like Leave It to Beaver and anything that when he was young was black and white. So
Cool. All right. So questions, guys. I should have actually planned some questions, but it's best to, I don't know, man, making it up on the spot. Yeah. iOS got all the love, TextMass says.
I love Android too. I just I
It's
don't know.
personal preference.
What's that?
It's personal preference. Whatever you like. Like, you can sit here and debate and say, "Oh, this is better than this." But at the end of the day, you're not gonna change someone's mind by
No,
yeah. It's
no,
not gonna happen.
me, it's just like I said. I got back to it, and I use a Mac at work, and it just makes life a lot easier. But like I said, my S6 is on Verizon also. I mean, it's a live phone, and then I have an AT&T card in my G4, and I switch that between that and the Idol
Hmm.
3. And I love them all, but I'm not a type of guy too though that I'll get into a groove of using a phone, and I
Hmm.
won't want to switch it up because I'm just in that groove, and then I'll get bored and I'll switch it. So
You buying a GH4? No, I am not buying a GH4 anytime soon. The camera I use, where is it? Let me try and go get it. Oh no, it's right
no,
here.
that's oh,
It's right here. I use the Nikon D3300, and it
oh,
has
okay,
like the 35 millimeter f1.8 prime lens. So yeah, it's actually really good for the shadow depth of field. Yeah, it's
nice.
pretty decent. Yeah, the best people tend to buy Nikon or Nikon when they start up YouTube for technology, I guess. So yeah, I mean Nikon's good for a budget, but Canon's just better overall. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
about it.
I had like video. I had like a camcorder when I had a Nikon 3100. I just never thought to use it when I started the YouTube channel. I bought a video camera, then I bought some higher end ones, and then really I went to Canon just because it had the microphone jack, so I could
Yeah.
plug in an external mic.
Yeah, because this my Nikon D3300, it doesn't have autofocus, so you have to like manually focus everything. So yeah, I mean that's not bad, but it doesn't even have a flip out screen. If you want to get a flip out screen, you have to get the 500 series. So yeah, a lot of people
Yeah,
start out. What was your first DSLR? I mean, you mentioned the camcorder, but what
the
was it?
the DSLR, but I was taking pictures. I started doing
Oh,
photography stuff long before video,
yeah.
and that was the Nikon 3100, I think it was. I think it was a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
3100.
I know some
And
people that
then
use that.
my first Canon DSLR was the why am I blanking? The 70, the D no, yeah, D70? No,
I'm not quite sure, but yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Either way,
It was
yeah.
good, but it wasn't. The GH4 is just insane. I saw somebody. What's his? Let me see if I can find his. There's somebody. Tech Source. Edgar.
Yeah,
Ed
I'm getting
Edgar.
him on the show as well soon, so that should be good.
Well, ask him why today. Today he tweeted, and I haven't made it to his tweet yet because I'm going to
I'll
respond.
ask
But
him. I'll ask him now.
he said he's getting rid of his GH4 because it's not crispy enough. The GH4 with the Metabones and the Sigma, he's getting rid of because it's not crispy enough. So I'm calling BS. I'm gonna say I don't know what's wrong with Edgar,
Yeah,
but
man.
I love you, man. But come on, man, not crispy enough.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, come on now.
TLD's videos are amazing. Like they're really, really good. Oh, Edgar's read the message.
No, did he?
Yeah, he's typing. Guys, let's see
Uh
what he
oh. Uh
types.
oh.
Let's see what he types. I'm getting the AS7S.
Yeah, I
Nice.
saw he tweeted that somebody asked him, and I mean that's a great camera, but to me, I don't knock anybody that upgrades, but I know he just got the Sigma like a month ago. Um, but like I said, I'm like that too. I'll change my mind quickly. But I don't know. I love the GH4. I mean, I
I
got two of them,
yeah.
so
I'm asking him. I said, "Is that crispy approved?" And then he just gave me 3 dots.
hey, maybe you can get a good deal on it.
Yeah, man. The guy's probably, I don't know. All right, cool. So it's so crispy, lol. I love Edgar. Who doesn't?
Yeah,
His
no,
videos are
his
pretty
videos are
nice.
ridiculous. Yeah,
So we're gonna
and
end it quite soon, but yeah, go on
what?
then.
No,
Yeah,
I was just gonna say I met Edgar out at I met
yeah.
Edgar out at CES. He's a really nice guy.
Oh, someone said Mike's jealous. Larry's in the podcast.
That's my wife.
Oh,
She knows Mike, and yes, he
yeah.
probably is.
All
He hates
right.
when I get attention, and he doesn't.
Cool. Um. All right. My cool picks is better. Everyone, just two people are having an argument in the chat between Canon versus Nikon versus Panasonic. They're like, my cool picks is better than your DSLR. He's
Oh
like, yeah, your cool
man,
picks is better than a Canon. Keep dreaming. Oh, shots fired, man. All right.
Canon. I think Canon's great, but they refuse to get into the give the consumer 4K, which I just don't understand.
Uh, all right, guys, ask some like questions which will take like a 5 to 10 second answer. So like maybe yes or no or something like that. So yeah, it's like the last few minutes. I mean, I don't know how long you have, but I mean, if you want to continue, but if you have to go, then that's fine. But we can like carry it on for about another 10, 15 minutes. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
just
fine.
ask some like questions. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, let's see if anyone is going in. I asked Ed for the GH4 and they're like, Angelo saying you want to go. He's like starting a fight with a tech exam. This chat is hilarious. It's like the funniest chat, man. You got tech examined, and then he's like, screw Edgar. All right, that's cool. All right, go Mike. Let's go. RKO. Do you like Canada?
I like Canada. I need to make my way up to Canada someday. There's a YouTuber that lives up there that I'm pretty fond of that I want to go hang out with.
Is Tech Smash your favorite channel?
Does he? Who's Text Smash? Does he make videos?
I know who is he? I don't
I've never heard of him.
know, man. The guy seems
It
like
looks like he
quite.
doesn't know how to spell either. He put it. It's what is that? T3 Smash videos.
I know, man.
T3.
The guy. Yeah. The guy looks like a jerk. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah,
Yeah,
I've
I
seen.
mean
I've seen him.
that hair.
That head. Oh, the hair's on fleek. The hair's on point. All right, let me type that in. Let's see what he says. Now, Tech Smash, I actually watched some of your videos. It's actually like I really like the way that you like edit the music, like your I saw your LGG4 full review, way overdue video. So yeah, it was really good at the start, like with the cinematography and stuff like that. Who's Larry? Justin?
Oh, he's talking about when I said there's somebody in Canada. No, it's not
Yeah.
Justin.
All right, cool.
Lou's in Canada. I'm a big fan of Lou.
Does
I'm
he
Mr.
know how
Unbox
to
there.
spell? Yeah, Unbox Therapy is good. Like he differentiates himself from like everyone else, like in a unique
Yes.
way.
Yep.
So yeah, but he has to continuously get products in because like if he doesn't, like it's because most other people they can do like a unboxing and a full review. I mean he can, no one's stopping him from doing it. It's just he's built an audience of over 1 million subscribers that want to watch purely unboxing. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Um,
no, he's definitely he's got his thing. It's really good. Yeah, you got to imagine he's got so many products that come in. It's probably ridiculous.
yeah, he's probably already got the new OnePlus. Probably already got that, and he's just waiting to upload it scheduled.
I'm sure.
Yeah, man, he's a beast. He's actually like one of my favorite tech YouTubers. So yeah. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's see what's
Yeah,
happening.
let's look to see what Mike asked. Larry, have you ever experimented with men? No, Mike. I'm sorry. I told you no already in Vegas.
Oh,
Won't let it go.
I know, man. All right. So, speaking about unbox therapy, he found most of his viewers came from his Ben test. But where did like most of your subscribers come from? Like, what specific video did you get a lot of your subs from?
You know, I did a giveaway not too long ago with
Yeah.
Danny and
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember.
John from OT for Tech and
Hmm.
Danny Super Scientific. I did a video with them and I got quite a few subs, but that spike, like there was just not, I don't want to say just as many, but there's quite a few that went away. I know there's a lot of YouTube channels that do a lot of giveaways
Hmm.
for subscriber, but there's such a high, and then there's such a, like, I think
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
month I gained a lot, but then you look and I got like 1,000 unsubscribes, and it's just
Yeah.
like looking at that makes
It's
me sick.
because people when they do giveaways they get subscribers and they're like, yay, I've got a sub, but then when they announce it they're just like, oh, I lost a giveaway, let's unsubscribe from this person. So it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, that's why I try to stay away from giveaways. Like, I've only done one and that seemed to go really well. I mean, I didn't lose that many subscribers, but I didn't gain that many as well. So yeah, you gotta
Oh,
find
yeah. In
balance.
those, really, you look at a lot of those subs you get if you check out their channel or their account. It's
Hmm.
all they've done is commented on giveaway videos, and it's just like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
is that the kind of
Person.
I think
Yeah,
I've
that's
got
what I don't like.
the
Yeah.
majority of my audience has been just from, I think, my content, and my channel hasn't grown super fast. It's not, I
Steady.
can't really, yeah, it's steady, and I've
Just
been
like
pretty
mine.
happy with it. So.
Some people have explosive growth rates. Like, I'm talking, they have one massive peak. Maybe they've, like, some people that went to CES, they had a massive peak. Like, they gained probably like 5,000 subs in 1 month when they usually gain like maybe like 500. So they can explode, and that's how the channel can like really, like, see, YouTube is kind of to do with luck as well. Like, you can upload a viral video and then you'll gain a lot of subscribers, or you can upload good content and then you'll gain however many subs, but you'll actually grow an audience who will engage in your videos, comment, like, stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, and that's what one of the bigger spikes that I got wasn't even from one of my videos. I was in a TLD video at CES with Lou
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
his Apple iWatch video, and I got a pretty good jump from
yeah.
that. And I got a jump when I was there. One of my videos, he shared it and commented on it when we were in Vegas. I
Hmm.
think it was before we actually met when we were there, but I got a pretty good jump from that. But one thing that I look at, and in the group of guys that I run with, the main thing we look at is really view count. Like, I'm
Hmm.
getting ready to hit 2 million views, and
Hmm.
that really excites me more than my subscriber number, because if you look now that they have that subscriber breakdown to views, like,
Yeah.
I have like less than 10 of my subscribers watch my videos, so it's like really, view count really, and retention is really, like, I really look at the analytics.
Yeah. So questions. Let's see, the chat's kind of died down because we were talking to each other. So yeah. We'll answer some of your questions now. TLD took my spot. He screwed me over.
No, Mike has it in his head that if
Oh
he
yeah,
wasn't
Audi.
talking to somebody,
Yeah.
Jonathan from TLD wanted Mike in his video, but Jonathan literally told me, he's like, I hate Mike. Please be in my video. Please, I need some help. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'll throw you a bone.
Like, I
So
know you're pretty well known in like the tech community. Like, you've met up with Austin Evans and some other.
we had dinner, and I mean, it wasn't like they were looking for me, but it
Yeah,
ended up that
bumped
we
into
had
each other.
dinner. But I mean, like, it's one of those things that it was unreal for me. I'm older than all these dudes, except for Mike. He's like 90. But I'm older than all these guys on YouTube. And it's
Hmm.
like I sat down to dinner with Lou,
Hmm.
John from TLD, the other TLD guys, Kevin and Josh. Oh, my mind just went blank. But those guys, your average consumer, Marco from Phone Dog, which I already knew Marco, so that wasn't that exciting. Austin, Amy from Schmidtastic. I mean, it was Marquez, obviously Marquez, and it was just crazy to just be sitting with those guys. And like I'm sure you would know, watching their videos, and then you actually get to meet the people. It's sort of surreal, and everybody was super nice, so that was even crazier.
Yeah. So Tech Examine said you're welcome, Larry, and then meanwhile we were talking. Someone said TLD is my mom, and then somebody else said MKBHD is my dad, and then that's all I'm gonna
Then
say.
you should be making killer freaking videos.
I know.
It wasn't the same person. I thought it was the same person. I was like, well, you should be spitting out videos that blow up the internet.
Okay, so if TLD is that guy's mom, and then MKBHD is his dad, oh my god,
yeah. Jonathan is pretty hot. I'll give you that, Angelo. I've met him in person. It's crazy when you meet him. I understand why Mike is so in love with him for real.
Interesting. I got a question. Do you even lift, bro?
Me, yes. Not as much as I should. I just started getting back into it.
Yeah.
Not as much as I should.
All right. So on the lines of kind of like activity and stuff, like, do you use any like trackers or anything? Activity trackers? Like
no. Yeah, I have like a Jawbone Up, but it's just not really.
This is
that the
Misfit Shine?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of guys with that. How is that?
That is really, really good. Okay, so here's what you do. So you tap the screen, let's say about, there we go, 1 second. See, sometimes it's unresponsive, but yeah, it's like meant to tell you, see that? It like tells you the time right there. But literally, I think most activity trackers aren't still like, it's kind of like smartwatches, if you see what I mean. So let me just fix my webcam. Yeah, because they haven't really done anything like to help you. See, most of these activity trackers run off your phone on an app. So if I go into the Misfit app like now, like you can like compete with people. If you see there, like your score, so I'm on like 900 and then the person above me is on 1000 and you can like catch up with them. And yeah, it's a really good way to get you motivated, I guess. But like, still, and also Misfit have this bulb. Let me try and show you. Basically, it's got this really cool app right here. So let me sync my bulb. Yeah, see that? I just turned my bulb off like that. So if I slide that, 1 second. Yeah, if I slide it, you can see the light behind me is going off. Yeah, and then there's all these different modes and stuff like you can use. So it's actually really, really awesome. Like, a lot of people should really, it's basically like a Philips Hue, put it that way. It's basically a cheaper version of a Philips Hue for about $60, I believe. So yeah. And you should ask Misfit because they will actually send it to you, and they're a really good company. And yeah,
I'll check them out.
He lifts the chips from the bag to his mouth. Tech Examine.
Mike has no room to talk about anything like that. I'm not going to get into it, but there is no way.
Ooh, beef. All right, Tech Examined. I need to get you on the stream because he's too funny. Yeah, I'll shoot you an email, and then yeah, that should be good fun. He lifts the chips. Oh my gosh, trolls! I have a slider. Nice. Austin has dreams too. Wait, what's he talking about?
I don't know. I looked back and I didn't understand.
Angelo, what are you on about? Austin has dreams too. All right, guys, ask us some questions. I say we could end it within like 6 minutes or so. So 2 a.m. for me, but yeah. So we were meant to start this at 2 a.m. So you finished when we were going to start, which is pretty good. Well, for me it is, so I can get some sleep. But yeah.
It works for me.
All right, cool. So questions. I don't know. So I've already asked you like any upcoming videos. What about with your son in? Because we need more videos with them.
I actually do quite a few videos with him for companies. No, it's stuff that I can't upload. Right. I do it. There are videos for companies that use them for different things. So, but he's in almost every one of them because I put him in one, and then now they like request that I do the videos with him. And he's even funnier in those. It's ridiculous. I love to share some of them because he's he's got it. I mean, it's funny. Like he
Got
plays to the
it.
camera. He knows when he should be talking, and but yeah, there's definitely going to be more with him. I
You should
have,
like.
yeah, what?
Oh, you should like do a series with him and then like introduce him to new tech. Like, wait, did you do a video? I'm not sure whether it is you or someone, but did you do a video with him on virtual reality or no?
I posted, yeah, it was like a quick video I shot with my
Oh,
iPhone when I first got the
oh, all
Samsung
right,
VR. I actually
cool.
did a longer video. That was the one for the Note 5 or Note 4, and I've had the one for the S6, and I shot a lot of footage with it. Like I did some
Mm-hmm.
with like my mom and like my sister, like a whole like what, how is it? And then I think it was Austin ended up
Yeah.
releasing a video where he did it with his friends, and I'm like, okay, now it's gonna look like I did the same thing. So I'm like,
You
yeah, I'm
and
done.
Jay's 2 cents are kind of like, yeah, because Jay's 2 cents did a like one of my favorite videos was when his daughter, I don't know if you saw it, built a PC on her own, well, with a bit of aid, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
that was pretty dope. You
Yeah,
should get,
I need to do something like that, like keep some tech away from him. But he is
yeah,
so like when packages come when I get home from
he's like
work, he's
open
like, the
it,
package truck came. He's like, let's go to your office, and he wants to rip everything
unboxing,
open.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll do some periscopes with him, and everybody got a kick when we opened a box and it had another box in it. And he was like, a package in a package, and everybody was laughing about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's a funny kid.
So do you just normally use iMacs and stuff like that, like Apple computers?
Yes, what was it? I guess 3 or 4 years ago, I bought my first 27-inch iMac, and that was it. Like I'm
Done.
like, yep, I bought my wife, we bought her a MacBook Air, and I bought a MacBook Pro, and like she still has my old MacBook Pro, and like literally on my desk, I'm looking at my 27-inch 5K iMac. I'm looking at my MacBook Pro and my MacBook Air that I just cleaned off because I just wiped it because I'm selling it. But I mean, I've tried the Surface One, the Surface Two. I think the Surface Three is pretty cool, but it's just I don't know, man. They blow to me. They blow away. It's not a PC thing. Like I understand building and making a huge PC, but the Windows just kills me.
Yeah. Angelo, oh my, why? That's just kind of stupid. I started YouTube in 2006, trolling. Oh, yeah, he started trolling in 2006. Tech Examined is the biggest troll I've ever met in a live chat. Like seriously.
He's a
Oh,
huge. You should see the stuff he's private messaging me.
oh my god, I can't.
I
I
don't even
don't.
want to share. Yeah, no, it would scare people. We
Yeah, I
would probably
probably.
get him arrested.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so ask us some quick questions. We're gonna obviously, well, 5 more minutes, definitely 5 more minutes. And then yeah, so it was good having you on the show, Geeky Nerd Dad.
Thank you,
Uh
man. It was a
yeah,
blast.
that should be good. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much guys for watching. If we have like a few more questions quickly, then I'll ask you and then maybe you'll answer. But yeah, so that's about it. Also, guys, please give this stream a like because this troll dislike botted it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Tech Examine.
I would not either.
Yeah,
He's a troll.
yeah,
Like
he's
literally, he looks like a troll.
Tech Examine, man. Pro Summer Ratu is worse. Oh, there's a guy in the tech community who's like a massive, massive troll. Probably taken in footsteps of Tech Examine, but yeah. Cool. There we go. That's about it. So I'm gonna wrap it up, guys, now. So thank you very much. Guys, go check out Geeky Nerd Dad's channel in the description of this live stream. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Any few words you want to say before you
No,
leave?
no, it was a blast. I
All
mean,
right.
I would appreciate you
It's
having
good
me
to have
on,
you on
man.
the show. So yeah, I'm gonna go now, guys. So I'm gonna end the broadcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. So yeah, laters. Bye. End broadcast. Done.